Alright, feels a lot longer than a day since last did a Tennis World Tour video. Tomorrow in a quarterfinal, it should be interesting. Oh, nice. Oof. Oh shit. Gonna be interesting to see if Zverev has got enough in the tank to beat TM after yet another 5-setter. I think it said it's three matches in a row he's had 5-setters. He's definitely doing it tough. Nah. Oh come on! Oh come on! Then of course the come on lady starts talking. Dear oh dear. Ooh. Ah. Oh shit. Oh no. Uh, um, most of my videos are AI versus AI. That's why, well, that's part of the reason why rallies are a lot longer. But in general, it's a lot of the rallies end up being really long, even when you're playing AO tennis, because there's just like it's sort of funny. People say this game is slow, but when you see the rallies in AO tennis, there's no pace in any of the shots, which Tennis World Tour has. Well, the Nadal game's only just started. It's only in the first set. I wouldn't say he's losing. Like, what is it? He's only down 2-1. It's not that bad. I can't see him. I can't see him losing the match. But yeah, with a live stream on AO Tennis, I can try and do one tomorrow. I'm probably just going to stick with doing Tennis World Tour and AO Tennis live streams. The shot selection in AO seems very limited. Yeah, there's no real power shots. They had an aggressive shot, which was the circle button, which is generally the top spin button, and L2, or sorry, R2, which would, which before the last update created a, oh shit. Before the last update created a powerful shot to to generally finish off points, and then they, in the last patch, they reduced it, so it virtually does nothing now. So there's no real power shots in AO Tennis. Not now, anyway. But I'll try and do a stream on it tomorrow. Doesn't have online yet, no. They've, it's, I don't know, they said not before this week, so potentially next week. Still waiting on the second update for this game. I don't know if that's coming out this week or next week. I mean, the remaining launches for PC and Nintendo Switch are next week on the 12th, so I think they'll want to get a move on with doing a few things gameplay-wise, because they're running out of time. If they want Steam, or sorry, PC and Switch users to really commit to buying, they're gonna have to they're really gonna have to hope they can put a patch out before the 12th that so they can, you know, like, otherwise it's gonna bomb on PC and Switch. Because I know a few people who are potentially gonna buy it on Switch and PC, but they're holding off until they see a few more updates. Well, you know, I don't know if that's going to happen before the 12th. 15, haven't really heard anything in regards to the next update. Oh shit. Thoughts on Warriors and Cavs? It seems like it seems like I heard a lot of decisions went in favour of the Warriors again, so I was like, oh well, that just put me off straight away. I was like, oh, I'll probably watch game 3 and 4. It'll be interesting to see if it ends up going anything beyond, like, at the going rate, the Cavs are just going to get swept, but the NBA will find a way to make it go 7 games again, which would be damn near impossible since it's pretty much just LeBron. It's pretty much just LeBron and Kevin Love doing something. Everyone else is sort of like, well, eh. I think someone referred to them as plumbers. Someone referred to, yeah, LeBron and his plumbers, because they're just a bunch of, like, they're not nobodies, but they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna set the world alight. I mean, they nearly got beaten by the Celtics. Shit. Yeah, Curry NBA Finals record, 9 threes. Yeah, I heard there was 2 air balls one by Curry and one by Durant or something. They completely missed the rim, went out, and then the Warriors still got the ball. Both occasions. That's just an indication of how bad the reffing is getting. Or Kleiner. It's not going to have doubles for probably a couple of months, so you'll probably be waiting until later in the year. 15? Yeah, yeah, so there was 2 air balls, one by Curry, one by Durant, both of which went out, weren't touched by the Cavs, and the ball was given back to the Warriors. Work that one out. Like, I have since seen footage of the game, and I was like, okay, like, what's the point in having, what's the point in the Cavs even turning up for the Warriors home games?
15-30.
Nah, not block shots. Like, they took the shots, completely missed the rim, and went out, and, well, you know.
15-40.
I mean, I felt really, really bad for LeBron after the first game. Because, like, you know, 51 points is best ever playoff score, or in the finals at least anyway. And to have the game taken away from you by the refs, and then of course J.R. Smith doing what he did, you know, it's that was really frustrating watching game one.
15-all.
I don't know why I'm losing so bad. Like, I'm struggling to time anything.
15-30.
No, not come on. Shut up, woman. Ooh. Yeah, Curry will probably win Finals MVP. Unless the Cavs somehow... unless the Cavs
30.
somehow come back, and then LeBron just, you know, absolutely blitzes it. If LeBron has, like, you know, say another two or three games like he did in game one, it's going to be hard to go past LeBron. But I mean, if the Warriors win the series, well, it's not really going to matter. Hey, what's up?
40-30.
Probably only going to stream for about an hour because I do want to watch.
Fault.
I want to watch the Streak Fest that will be Serena versus Sharapova. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to watch for, given the fact that they're both so loud. So loud. Gotcha.
Use.
What's the score? Yeah, Nadal's so back up 2-2. Schwartzman and Anderson in the fourth set. Wozniacki's out, of course. Mertens is out. Yeah, interesting. No, I don't know when the next patch is coming out. I was hoping for... Like, to be honest, I was talking to one of the guys in the comments on YouTube earlier, and I said I'm not expecting to see anything until maybe Friday. But yeah, this online won't be until next week by the sound of it, so it sounds like online won't even come out before the 12th of June, which is obviously
Advantage.
everyone else that doesn't have it on PS4 or Xbox One yet. They do need another gameplay update before the 12th. Like, it has to happen. Because there's no way they're going to sell big numbers
Out.
based on what it is. The next patch is out when they can be bothered. I'd say they're working on it, but I mean, I don't know. This is where I have, like, yeah, I got shut down on this by one of the guys who loves to argue with me on YouTube in the comments about the fact that Big Ant likely have a bunch of patches up their sleeve, and then they just periodically release them every single week. He, you know, that guy said, I know nothing about game developing. Well, who's to say a developer can't stockpile patches?
Fault.
I'm sat here with nausea. Watching, watching this. What's going on? Nausea? Are you sick? I can put the cross up. Martyra, breakpoint. Just speed the frickin' game up. They feel like training.
Fault.
Oh dear. I'm absolutely falling apart in this match. Well, that's been the entire match, really. Nice.
15 all.
Like I was playing Topspin earlier, and it still has a similar sort of feel. There is a bit of like slow motion sort of movements in Topspin. Came on suddenly, feel like proper shit. Yeah, it
30, 15.
sounds like how I felt a couple of weeks ago. Felt average as shit. Good times. Great classic hits, 4KQ. Only Australians will get that reference.
30
How
all.
many unforced errors have I got? 15! Holy shit! 15 unforced errors, that's brutal. Good lord. To be fair, this is the first time I've played an exhibition match in the game for a couple of days. I was playing a lot of Bob Johnson. Bob Johnson! Bob Johnson knows exactly what to do.
Out.
Ah, shit. Build up. Just like, I can get it done if you want to be sick. Ha!
30, 40.
Hey, well, it's that time of year. Well, it's cold for you down there. Not so bad up here.
Out.
Shit.
Game, set, and match. Very.
Like, obviously, there's a lot of differences with topspin where you got, you got those epic slides they do on clay, um, and obviously sweat. The clay going up on. I don't really want to play at the tennis school because it's just a tutorial. Like you don't really need a tutorial for this game. I feel like I know I just got beaten 6-love, but still, like I'm sure you get a couple of trophies for the tennis school, but I don't know. Like it's just like a tutorial. Pretty much all the things you can learn straight in the game anyway. I'm willing to bet some of these challenges would get a bit tedious as well. Um, the AI is dreadful, easy to expose. It depends on what difficulty you play on. The difficulty, like if you play on Legend, it's pretty awkward to play. Uh, like I just played that on professional, got my ass kicked. But to be fair, I was focusing more on the chat than the game itself. Like I'm freezing, walking to uni this morning at 7:30, it was 6 degrees. My fingers almost froze. Was it Saturday? I went to check out. Where can I change the difficulty? Are you playing on the career, or do you mean the career mode or like exhibition? Adam's from Melbourne, or Melbourne suburbs. I'm from Brisbane, so I'm north and in a much warmer area. Oh yeah, career. There's no way to change the difficulty. It's meant to just get harder as time goes on. So you can't even change it. Yeah, early on, the AI is really easy to beat, but as you get higher, it starts to get harder. I feel it should just be hard right from the off, and make you work for it. Yeah, it was like 6 degrees. Saturday morning here, and I went to winter here. Our winter's like nothing anyway. It's not really, well, my winter is not that cold. His winter, different story. Yeah, I went to have a look at the new gym I'm gonna go to that opens next Monday. Um, yeah, nice brisk walk in the morning, so to speak. Uh, a lot closer than the current gym I go to, so I cannot wait for that. It's like a three story gym, so it should be pretty sweet. Yeah, it gets harder as it goes along. Yep, I know all about that. I've been to Melbourne quite a few times. Haven't actually explored Melbourne. Haven't heard anything on the patch. No. My guess is maybe Friday. Gamers don't go gym. Says who? I actually know a few people who who game even more than what I do. Who absolutely boss it at the gym. Absolutely, I know heaps of absolute beasts. Used to go to Anytime. I hate Anytime Fitness. Close to home. Going to another gym that's further walk, but heaps better. Yeah, the gym I've got opening up next Monday. You know the brand World Gym. Just kidding. I know. Yeah, I'm sure plenty don't go to the gym. Yeah, Australian. But yeah, you know the gym, World Gym, or the chain, the brand World Gym. What do you think of Bernard Tomic? Does anything really need to be said on that? Uh, it's a shame Marin Cilic is in this game. I could do a Fognini Cilic matchup. Yeah, the gym that's being built right near me is actually going to be the largest world gym in Australia. I was like, fuck, it actually means something to live where I live. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-story facility. Why don't they just give Nadal the trophy now and we can move on to grass season? Well, it depends if he's going to win or not. What's the score at the moment? Oh, he's up 4-2. Long way to go yet. But he's playing a guy that I haven't really heard too much of. So, Oh, Toya Hammy. Oh, that's rough. I haven't done. I've been very lucky. I haven't done a serious injury. Touch wood. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. Never broken a bone either. Touch wood again. To be fair, I think I've got a pretty fucked up shoulder from cricket over the years. I've only really ever had one like gym related injury, and that was I somehow I when I was doing squats, I shut up crowd. I ended up I had my grip width on the bar too close, and I ended up pinching a nerve in my lats on my left side. Work that one out. Injured one of my lats on fucking squats. Yeah. I've only had tightness in the quads and hamstrings.
Start 30.
Yeah, it's possible to hit the net. I did it a few times in my stream yesterday on the career mode. I don't know why there's no AI unforced errors. I think that's something that they've got to address in future gameplay updates, amongst other things, like the racket not making contact with the ball. Yeah, you're not getting that, are ya?
15-30.
Oh shit, went the wrong way. Oh shit, oh no no no! Get back. This will be a solid game with a few minor tweaks, like, yeah, like, even just those couple of things there, like the ball not hitting the racket, some unforced errors by the AI, even just those two things there would, would pretty much change the game, essentially. Once was benching and up my weight without a spotter and almost dropped the... I've done that before, and I managed to get out of it. I try and bench in the half racks where you've got actual safety bars. When you bench on those other benches that are just uh, that don't have the safety bars, yeah, I don't even I try and avoid them if I'm going heavier, because if I know I might fail on a rep, I'd rather just do it in the half rack, or if there's no one there, I just use the normal racks uh, where you can deadlift and squat if they've got a platform on them. What do you think drop shots are too easy to pull off? Oh, I think it's sometimes the AI reacts a little bit awkwardly. The same thing happened in AO tennis for a while. Now they've gone too far the other way, where the AI reach drop shots 99% of the time.
Out.
Shit a brick. Anytime Fitness have no fucking people watching you. Either saw so many newbies doing harmful shit and nobody was there to help. Yeah, I think with the gyms like World Gym and so on and so forth, I think they've got a bit better.
19-40.
They got the better mentality. Anytime Fitness and whatnot, they're just there for the business, really. Also impossible to do inside out shots on Xbox. Anyway, oh, do you know about this? Game options, auto inside out. Do you know about that? I don't have it set to manual. That's why you see me doing it a lot. Because when I had it off, I wasn't doing it at all. I wasn't even trying. Makes no difference. Ah, strange. Well, we've sort of had this discussion that the Xbox patch seems a little bit behind the PS4 patch, which seems a bit odd. But when it's set to manual, you can't do it at all. Oh, true. Oh, so it's good to play against someone. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to play against. I don't have a second controller at the moment. Uh, well, me and you, Adam, will have to give it a go, because given the fact that we're in the same country, it should at least be somewhat decent.
15. Love.
Oh yeah, while I think about it before I carry on, we've got a lot of those green NBN cabinets setting up around the area, so I'm hoping maybe next month should be right to go on the NBN. Oop, don't know why I went that way. Oh shit. Yeah, so there's a lot of those NBN cabinets around the area now, where the build is underway for me. So I'm curious to see, like a few of them have been finished too. So I'm curious to see how long it takes once a few more are done for the connection. Why is it that sometimes you aim left or right and it goes, I don't know what the rest of your message said. Hopefully we host on my connection so you can get some decent footage if it's P2P. Yeah, I reckon if you invite me, that might be a better idea. But apparently with AO Tennis, it works off whoever has the slower connection. So I don't know if Tennis World 2 is going to do the same thing or not. In the corner, and then other times it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think there is some sort of scripting that needs to be worked on. To be honest, I don't think there should be scripting where, you know, if you aim somewhere, it should just go in that direction. Gotcha. Like for the most part, most of my shots go where I'm aiming. You feel there should be a way to turn off skill cards? I still prefer playing this to AO Tennis. So like AO Tennis just gives me the shits, honestly. And I'm probably gonna do a live stream on it tomorrow. I'm not overly keen on it, but I'll give it a go. I checked out the shit on Planet Cricket, by the way. Oh yeah, when I saw a couple of people replied to my last comment when I replied saying, you know, this is why I say what I say in a very calm manner. A few people said, oh, I'm not up to date with some of these bits of language, and asked what ham meant. I was like, you don't know what hard as a motherfucker fucking stands for? Okay. It's a pretty old term. Um, yeah, and then no one else really commented after that on what I said. No one actually directly commented on the points that I made, so I wasn't really surprised. Then Craig asked that Llewellyn guy if he had some of the same issues with player movement and things like that, and Craig just got straight up ignored. So, you know, it is what it is. On PS4, does pressing the different buttons make any difference? How late are you pressing the buttons? Because when they patched it pretty much 70% of the time it took out the auto shot. But it also depends when you're aiming as well, or when you're starting to press the button. I saw someone on Tennis World to a Reddit said AO keeps improving the other day. He didn't realise the game came out in January till 12. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realise when AO Tennis actually came out. A lot of people still get on their high horse about it, saying, well, no, that was just in 2 countries. The fact of the matter is, it was still released in January, and we paid full price for it. So, you know, like, you can't have two different sets of rules. Ah, shit. Oh, there you go. Someone was asking if the ball hits the net. Well, there you go. AO Tennis was worse with their January release than what Tennis World Tour was when it came out the other week. Trust me on that. Some people disagree. Like if you read the forums, Adam, to a certain point, um, that particular guy actually said, you know, Tennis World Tour was worse than AO Tennis was in January, but I mean, he seems to be absolutely glued to Big Ant's ass. And I laugh at Ross asking people to re-review it. Like, nah, fuck off. You get the reviewed on how the game is launched. Yeah. Do I play Fortnite? I have actually never played Fortnite. I have it installed on my PS4, but I've never played it. If I do play it at some stage, and like live stream it, it probably won't be until I get my network upgrade, and I'll probably just play it on PC anyway, because I like the setup for streaming on PC better than I do on the PS4, because I'll just have a dual monitor setup. Fucking ripper game. What is Fortnite? Just so the ball hit the net. Yeah, I've hit the net, what, 2 or 3 times in the last couple of minutes? Ah, get angry. Yeah, I'll have to, like, I won't be able to do it on a live stream on my PS4, but I might record some videos to chuck up onto yeah, it's free. What do you call it? Onto YouTube. I forgot what the bloody platform is called that I actually do all my videos on. That's good, isn't it? I don't know how many people would watch me play Fortnite though. But I've been meaning to give it a go. Just won't be able to live stream it. This game doesn't have vibration on controller. I don't think so, no. Not at the moment. I think that's something a few people have requested. Yeah, I'm seeing things on here that I've never seen on Xbox. Yeah, it's sort of weird that the PS4 version seems to be ahead of the Xbox version, because that was apparently the same. Like when it released, the PS4 version was still ahead of the Xbox version. It didn't make any sense. As far as I'm concerned, they should be equal. Damn it. Depends on what I felt the game. Yeah, it was a lot better after the patch. It depends on what you want out of each game, Antonio. See, this is where that guy blasted me on Planet Cricket. Obviously, didn't listen to me say I never recommend either game. I just give my personal preference, but it's still up to the individual. Yeah, true. They probably... Yeah, well, I mean, they did say they added a few things to the delayed patch. So, sorry for your negativity. I think you're the last person that needs to apologise to me about negativity. I'm pretty brutal with my negative feedback, as a lot of people would know, seemingly. Like if this game doesn't get many updates or fixes over like the next sort of month or two, I'll start getting the shits. Guaranteed, I'll start getting the shits. Ah, cannot win a game. I don't know what's going on. Clearly haven't played exhibition matches for a couple of days. Yeah, apparently the CEO of Breakpoint, or Big Ben, I think it was Breakpoint, decided to uh, yeah, rush the game for release. So he was pushing the developers to to bring it out. Um, so it sounds like there was a similar situation between the CEO of Breakpoint and the CEO of Big Ant. So, but I don't know. I'll blast the game if it does not get another patch before June 12th. Like, see, they're gonna have to put another pouch. Gonna have to put another patch out before June 12th. They can't. They can't leave it for the remainder of releases before, without a patch. Because, like I was saying before, Switch and PC users are just not going to buy it if it hasn't been patched by that point. Also, impossible to do an ace, but AI has a field day when your player stands there and doesn't react. Yeah, you can ace on the PS4, but it's like a role reversal where the AI just stands there looking like a stunned mullet. Another thing they need to sort out. Like, the general gameplay is there. They just, like, there's just fine tuning they need to do. I reckon if they had a bigger publisher, the game would be 10 times better. Yeah, having a conversation with a few people when I put up uh, top my top spin gameplay earlier, and like, it would be so good if 2K got back into the market, because if you look at it, 2K would absolutely do a tennis game justice, and there's no way they wouldn't sell. Like, there's no way they'd sell only a million copies, because I reckon if they came back into the market after being gone for so long, people would flock to it. Like, it would fly off the shelves. People would lose their minds. Like, I'd love to see it happen. Yeah, like, even if EA decided to make another one, I would get excited for that. Even though Grand Slam Tennis 2 was probably a bit of a failure from what I've seen. Um, to be fair, 2K must have made cash because they had numerous top spins. That was their most successful. Like, Top Spin 4 was their most successful one. It sold more each and every time. But the company that that worked on Top Spin itself, 2K Czech, I mean, they closed down. So 2K Sports would have to physically do it. Yeah, tennis game. On FIFA's engine. Like, I mean, oh, tennis. Like, what do we got? We got a week, just over a week to E3. Or no, it's actually pretty much a week, because I think it should start Monday next week during the day for us Aussies, or Tuesday, one or the other. I heard NBA Live 19 was actually cancelled. They decided to go back to the drawing board. I might be wrong though, they might show it at E3, I don't know. But last I heard, NBA Live were skipping it this year. Well, see, the other thing is with NBA Live, like I bought NBA Live 18 for like $10 on the PlayStation Store when it was on sale. I can't like in the career mode. I cannot like I'll go to the draft and then the game just crashes. It will not go past the draft. I got confirmed last week. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it is a joke. What I just said then was like you play those street games in those areas to build up the story. I got to the NBA draft, go to the draft day, and then the game just crashes. It will not let me get anywhere past that. I just gave up. I was like, well, this was a waste of $10. The gameplay was pretty shoddy with NBA Live, though. It felt really, really weird. A lot of the animations, a lot of the animations were really bad. Oh yeah, the cutscenes is what kill it. Yeah, like if NBA Live got the animations right, it'd be a hell of a lot better. Because yeah, 2K stories are getting really bad. Can't stand 2K's way of doing stories. Yeah, like yeah, as an alternative, it's alright. Like the story felt better. Like it felt more like immersive in
54.
NBA Live, but yeah, ugh. What's that bloody chick's name? Little B? Oh, fuck off. She was the most annoying fucking chick. Yeah, couldn't even skip him.
15.
The orange juice one was pretty cringy too, and that had Michael B. Jordan in it. Like, he's a good actor.
15.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mountain Dew. Fuck. Fucking ruined Mountain Dew. Yeah, I muted the game for those two. The sad thing is that chick that played that really annoying Asian chick in that in 2K18, she actually put out like she actually is a rapper somehow, and she's just as cringy. Like, fuck. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. Even the voice for what's his DJ's voice. Oh my god, his voice in that game is fucking awful. Like, did they get a fucking kid to do that? That is the worst voice I've ever heard for the main character. Yeah, Creed is good. Shit like that just takes me out of the game. Like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan, like, you know, he's only really had one bad movie, and then he's been in one bad video game for a story. Like, like Fantastic Four, that was shit. Bloody Marvel. Marvel need to get their hands on that and do it right. Which they can do now, since they've got the rights for it. I don't know why I'm struggling to win in these games. Can I lose as Federer? I wonder. What a shit story too, like a DJ that becomes a basketball player. Yeah. Oh, I want to focus on my DJing, and you have a choice between DJing or the NBA. NBA, sir. Fuck that DJing shit. No offense to DJs, but I mean, if you get the choice between DJing and playing in the NBA, pretty sure you're going to choose the NBA. There's no difficulty in the career mode. It gets harder as the game goes on. It's it's pretty easy in the beginning. There's just no way of changing it. It is what it is, unfortunately. I would have thought they would have had a an option. Yeah, see, if NBA Live can start like pushing the limits like they do with FIFA, NHL, Madden, then 2K will step their game up again because 2K have been slacking like crazy the past couple of years since there's been no competition. $20 million rookie season set for life. Yes, please. Yeah, well, you look at Ben Simmons, second year in the league, or technically first. Um, Bloody dating Kylie Jenner. Like, what the fuck? Kylie Jenner? I think it's Kylie Jenner. I can't remember. I think that's the one. Fucking dated that Tinashe chick as well. Like, fuck me. He's got some good women there. I would have rather Tinashe though. Big in it. Oh, frothing. Were you in the chat the other day when yeah, apparently Champions League's been confirmed? Because I remember we were talking about that because we were like, oh, hope FIFA gets it since Pro Evolution dropped it. I'll probably give Pro Evolution a look still, but I'll probably get that on PC though. Yeah, we already know that's going to be September. Shit. Like we'll obviously see, we'll see some footage at E3, so that E3 should be good. What about clothes? Oh wait, it's 250 VC. Want to change your hairstyle? Oh wait, that's 300. Yeah, I know. The fucking virtual currency fucking sucks on 2K, especially for the fact that you had like, especially last year where you had to bloody, you know, use VC to really rank your player up. I mean, obviously, if you got the Ultimate Edition, you get like, what was it, 250,000? Yeah, Champions League. FIFA's got the Champions League rights because Pro Evolution dropped the license after 10 years. So yeah, FIFA 19 is evidently going to have the Champions League, like official licensing. Yeah, I haven't played much of the World Cup update since it came out actually. You have to buy VC to rank up. Yeah, yeah. See, I didn't get that gold edition or whatever it's called, where you get 250,000 BC along with the pack. So I just had to buy it. FIFA will be the last I buy. They brought out a good game, then patched it. Oh, you're not going to bother with FIFA 19. Oh, it's because it's because the chat on the stream down the side only allows a certain amount of characters. So in the live chat itself, it'll be visible, or it might be visible, but to me, I won't see all of it. Any point of buying Pro anymore then? I heard they lost Dortmund and Barcelona as well. Yeah, evidently the Dortmund stadium might be in FIFA again as well. Oh, you only play online? Oh, okay. I'm like the total opposite. I don't really play online, but yeah, like I think because I've played FIFA for so long, I feel like it's difficult for me to go across to Pro Evolution when I have played it. I just got so used to the feel of FIFA. and particularly with soccer games like or football games, it's hard for me to play with teams that are full of fake names. I sort of wish FIFA could get um, what's it, Jim Beglin and Peter Drury across instead of purely just was it Martin Tyler and Alan Smith? Yeah, I've played online before on Pro Evolution. Online is fucking awful. That's the thing with Dortmund. They're actually a very rich club.
Advantage.
Well, apparently, Fred is having a medical at United from Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, Abramovich probably wants to buy more players and get rid of Conte probably.
Love 15.
Surely got to mean you're going after players. Gotcha.
Love 30.
I love how the media all of a sudden says United are now playing catch up on Liverpool after they signed Fabinho. I was like, well, it's not that big of a deal. Like in one player who they probably overspent on.
Love 14.
To be fair, everyone's catching up on Man City. Although I don't really know why they've spent £60 million on Riyad Mahrez. Oh, citizenship. Oh, okay.
Out. Fifteen. 40.
Yeah, stadiums are a big business. So, it's probably, yeah, pretty much a big fuck you to the country. I don't even talk like that, eh? I can't stand when I hear bogans around. Like, every time I hear bogans, it's like, ah, fuck off. We could get Ronaldo, Messi and Mourinho would play them both in defence. I don't know if Ronaldo will come back to United if Mourinho's in charge. And Real Madrid would bloody hold him for ransom anyway. Just like Bale. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Fuck off. Never once. Never once have I said that either. Never said that. It's like that short way of saying Australia. I don't say that either. I don't say anything that
15.
like
Love.
oh god. Some of those stereotypes shit me off.
30. Love.
It's like how most Australians think Americans are all Southerners and they all speak like slack-jawed yokels. And then, all Americans think like everyone Australian is like a bogan. The game is 99.95 on the PlayStation Store. Australian. I've never really associated tea and crumpets like with the UK. Like when I think of the UK, I think of football. I think of the Premier League. Maybe the Queen, somewhat. Oh, Prince Charles, yes. I think of Prince Charles and Camilla and how much I think that she's just been hit with a bus. Because they get the same shit we get with their accents. I don't even say that either. I don't say struth. I'll just be like, oh, fuck me. That's my extension of struth. Fucking Alf Stewart.
40, 50.
Pretty much only Adam and Kiwis and other Aussies would know who bloody Alf Stewart is. There you go, exactly. Bloody flaming mongrels. Oh, struth. Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee is a national treasure. Bloody Paul Hogan, what a legend. Yeah, Home and Away, you got it. I don't watch Home and Away. Fucking hate that show. Yeah, I used to watch Neighbours and Home and Away when I was younger, but then I kind of got over both shows. Yeah, I've seen the Mars bar. Was it Mars bar or Snickers? Snickers ad with Alf Stewart, and then he has the Snickers, and he turns back into the motocross rider. Yeah, Home and Away is still a show. It's like fucking. It's in its 30th year, or 31st year. Neighbours is still going as well. It's like fuck me, just end the bloody shows. Yeah, Kylie Minogue and all that sort of stuff. I remember watching Home and Away when Thor was on. Oh, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, I bet he's glad he got off that shit and got into Thor and bloody. What else is there? He was really good in oh shit, what was it called? Rush. If anyone's seen Rush,
15.
directed by Ron Howard, where he played James Hunt and Sebastian, not Sebastian, the guy who played Helmet Zemo in Captain America: Civil War. I think it was Helmet Zemo. He played Nicky Lauda. He played Nicky Lauda. I don't know if anyone's like a Formula One fan or not in here, but that was a good movie.
Love 40.
You gotta admit though, there's plenty. Yeah, that's the one. Daniel Bruhl. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Sorry.
Out.
Damn it. Yeah, plenty of people have come from Home and Away and Neighbours and then actually made it big on the big stage in movies. Not so much these days, but of yesteryear they have. You look at Guy Pearce, like Kylie Minogue obviously had some movies and then more so music career. Chris Hemsworth. There's more, but I can't really think of them off the top of my head. Oh, good, someone who's seen Rush. I'm still trying to get my parents to watch it since they actually, they lived in that era. How many aces have you hit at most? I had 17. And 17? Jesus Christ. I haven't had 17. To be fair, I don't always aim down the tee, though, so Kate Ritchie has done alright for herself, to be fair. Oh, yeah. I've heard her on radio before. Like, she's still fucking hot, too. For her age, she looks amazing. Ah, oh, fuck. Yeah, Kate Ritchie. Oh, whew. And that what's her name? Charlie, who used to be on. You remember how she was on High Five back in the day? Fuck me, she's hot. I can't think what her last name is. I think she was on Hit 105 or what. Oh, I don't know what it was called back then, but it was called B105 in Brisbane. I think she was on one of the night shows on Hit 105. Is it Charlie Delaney? For the life of me, I cannot remember her last name. Yeah, High Five, that's going back a while. She was... Oh, that was my only reason for watching that show, seeing how good she looked. Oh, fantastic. A free demo. They're not going to make a demo. I love a good MILF. 17 against Isner, he had 19. Game is better than I thought, as I said. I had to buy it in the end. Yeah, it needs... it needs a lot of updates. The other redhead chick did FHM mag. Oh, gonna have to look that up. Oh yeah, Rebecca Cartwright, or Beck Cartwright. Yeah, she was on Home and Away back in the day. That's when I still used to watch it. Yeah, she was fantastic. Oh, nice. We wish we were a pro tennis player traveling around the world banging MILFs. Hey, you could be a rock star like Gene Simmons. Fucking banged 5,000 women. It's always good. Always good. I miss Pippa. I can't think who that is. When I think of Pippa, I think of fucking Pippa Middleton. That's the first thing that pops into my mind. Fucking Kate Middleton's fucking sister. But yeah, fuck, she's pretty hot. So nothing more needs to be said right about there. Fucking Meghan Markle. Oh, Harry's done himself good there. Foster mother and Home and Away. Yeah, that doesn't help. I'll have to look her up, 'cause I can't think. Leah still looks alright for an older chick. Yeah, not too bad. Ada, was it Ada Nicodemu? Oh fuck! How about Irene though? Oh, Irene, what a woman! Oh, there's one. The one woman I cannot stand on that show is fucking. What's her name? Marilyn. Cannot stand Marilyn. Fucking hate that woman. Bloody bitch. Fucking just die. There's gonna be people in here going, who the fuck are they talking about?
Ready, 15.
Like anyone who's not from the UK, Australia and New Zealand is gonna be like, don't know what's going on. Oh, you could have got to that, man. Ah, yeah. There's been plenty of good looking chicks come through that show. No, I probably repressed that when the show first started. When the show first started, well, I'm 29, so the show was going before I was born. I think everyone who buys this game should do the training mode academy. I haven't even touched the training thing. It was in a tabloid a few years back. Ugh, read it in the doctor's surgery years ago. Ugh.
Ready, 40.
I don't even want to think about that. She pisses me off as a character. I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, I can't even. Oh, random lob for the sake of it. You mentioned lobs, and I just decided to do one.
Advantage.
My favourite is Alf, though. Like, fuck me. I swear Alf should be dead. Like, he's gotten on offside with so many people on that show, and he's still alive. He's been to prison, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't religiously follow the show, but I see the ads all the time, so I feel like I've got enough of a recap to know exactly what's going on. The only player I've ever won a match is Zverev. I got my ass kicked by Zverev before. He'll stay on it until he dies. Do you see he's playing a role in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, again?
15 love.
Which is, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I just can't picture that. But he did it in the UK apparently, so. Yeah, they take a long time to get through storylines. Yeah, the hot sauce, yeah. Um, yeah, you see the ads for it with GoDaddy and whatnot. And he does that weird little remix type dance. Oh, fuck, that looks so bizarre. I pissed myself the first time I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? What is this shit? I was like, sure, this isn't real. Looked it up. Sure enough, it's real. I haven't seen it at the supermarket though. Oh, to be fair, I haven't looked for it, so
40 love.
I'll just dump the whole bottle on my plate and see what it tastes like. He's been on home and away too long, so he's likely to have a few screws loosed.
40, 15.
If I could get my words out, it'd be useful. Didn't think I'd be doing a Tennis World Tour stream that involved a lot of talk about movies and TV shows. Oh well, couldn't lose as Federer. And MILFs, yes. Yeah. Well, that kind of covered the TV show side of things. To be fair, I don't know how many of them are actually mums. Like, I'm sure Kate Ritchie is. I'm sure Charlie, what's her name is. I don't know about, I don't know who else. I've forgotten who we, I've forgotten who we spoke about apart from those two. Um, yeah, my memory's shocking at times. My sister used to watch it and had like posters of all the, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I remember watching bits and pieces when what were they called? They were called like the River Boys or something like that, weren't they? What's the most unforces you've seen the AI make over 5 sets with six? I haven't played over 5 sets with 6 games, to be honest. Um, uh, so yeah, the only errors the AI make are do you know how to play knifey spoony? That's not a knife. It's a spoon. Oh, so you played this game before? Reminds me of The Simpsons. Alright, I'll play one more game. Um, who's a left-hander? I've already forgotten who's a left-hander. Tsitsipas is a left-hander, isn't he? I know Kerber is. Should have called them the Beach Boys. Yeah, well, man, fuck. They're on the beach all the time. Nadal, good one. Not in the game, unfortunately. Who the fuck is a left-hander? It should tell you who's a left-hander. I can't remember. Majority of everyone in this is a fucking right-hander. Fuck. Tsitsipas, he's a left-hander, isn't he? Who even knows? I'm sure Tsitsipas is a fucking left-hander. Where's my phone? Fucking. I'll look at that. Yes. Well. Um. Fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. Da 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 da. Don't mind me. I'm just looking up who the fuck is a left-hander or not. I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I can't see what everyone's saying. If anyone. Okay, I totally missed what Bob Johnson's left-handed. Yeah, true. That's a fair point. Djokovic looks back and forth. Actually, just played as Federer. Quite literally, just played as Federer. Can I actually be Bob? I can. Bob versus Roger. Why not? I'll play on a clay court. Play on the blue one. Get my ass kicked, but anyway. TFO was much more aggressive when I played him and was coming to the net. Hello, Ashley. Can we create new players in this game? Not like you can in AO Tennis. Does the game better after? Yeah, it's better after the update. This game sucks. Have you played AO Tennis? I've already got a PS3 and Topspin 4. I posted a few videos earlier in the day. Nadal versus Andy Roddick. I just love Andy Roddick. Andy Roddick's an amazing player. I was pretty shattered when he retired. Fucking ended up crushing him 6-2 in the game that I played against him though, as Nadal. Might have to put it up onto very hard. Oh, that's bright. Yeah, I'll do more videos on Topspin. I still love Topspin. uh, You'll be very lucky if Murray is ever in another tennis game, to be honest. Same with Djokovic. You'll probably never see them in a tennis game again, I reckon. They'll both be focusing on their careers. Well, for what's left of their careers, since they both have injury problems. Oh, you haven't really been in the stream when I've answered that question before. Yeah, I like Nadal. So I'm actually missing watching him play at the moment. It depends how he comes back from this injury. Well, he's got two injuries from what I've heard. Ankle and hip, from what I remember. I see he's up two sets to love. I wouldn't mind seeing Djokovic and Nadal in the game, but I just can't see it happening. Yeah, he's going to have to change his playstyle. Play some top spin with the racket swing over the head. I can't really decide when that happens. Come on, Roger, what do you got? Come on, Roger, give me something. Oh, come on, man, you could have got to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nadal is, like, we've sort of discussed this, thinking that he's probably an exclusive player to AO Tennis. He's probably signed some sort of contract. Yeah. Big Ross. Yeah, Big Ross. I hope that's not the case, but it sort of feels like it. Because, you know, they were probably like, oh yeah, Kerber, you can have Kerber. Because obviously there is some players that were on AO Tennis that are on this game, like David Goffin, John Isner, Kerber, bloody Hyong Chung. I doubt it. He blocked me on YouTube anyway. I'll believe it when I see it if Nadal gets into the game. Oh, hello. Two. Let me just look. I'm not watching the stream. Oh shit, Schwartzman, 2 sets. Yeah, I saw Anderson was absolutely steaming away with it, and then Schwartzman just yeah. I don't know. That's bizarre. I was surprised it's gone to 5 sets. Big Ben's just the publisher. But to be fair, the money will come for from Big Ben as the publisher for Breakpoint. I wonder what they have to announce at E3. I doubt it will be Gridiron now because that has a 2020 release. Yeah, I don't know. Like, apparently Ross is always tweeting a lot around E3, evidently, according to the people on Planet Cricket. So it might just be for the sake of being there, because apparently he goes to a lot of these game shows, but doesn't actually. He just goes for the sake of going. He doesn't actually go to promote anything.
Use. Out.
Oh,
Wanted.
gotcha.
Use.
No, I'm matching it with the Fed Express. But yeah, I suppose we'll see. I suppose we'll see what they say. Oh yeah, there's no way gamers at E3 would want to see AO Tennis. They'll just be like, what the fuck is this shit? Be the wrong target audience. They'll just have a booth. It'll just be a booth somewhere in the main complex. They won't be part of like the Sony or Xbox press conference. Although he posted the Xbox thing, so I don't know. Like, if they try and somehow manage to get their way into the Xbox conference, that's like, it's going to be a deaf bloody silence. I can't see it being a promotion of something that they've already done. I just can't see it. Yeah, I think Anderson's obviously, I don't know, he's choking a bit. I think he'll still win the match, but yeah, not ideal when you should have really closed it out in straight sets. Ivanisevic, Rafter, Muster, Chang, Moya, Haas.
15. Love.
I did read they're going to focus more on the women's roster, so you'll probably see more women added in first. I was at the Australian Open, went to the booth for the playable demo of AO Tennis. Everyone who played it hated it. Yeah, it's funny how we never saw any footage of people playing it in that booth. Wonder why.
30. Love.
I was talking about that on one of my streams the other day, saying when they had it at the Australian Open, there was no footage of it. They didn't show anyone actually playing it, but you know, not hard to figure out why.
40. Love.
Yeah, I think a few people probably would have played it and would have been like, they probably would have told people to avoid it. I can't really remember much of Virtua Tennis. I think I've still got one of the old ones in one of my drawers, but I can't remember exactly where it is.
Love. 15.
I had a good start against Federer, and now just fallen apart. Probably lost all my stamina though. Yeah, walked off after like 2 minutes of playing.
30.
Yeah, ugh. I mean, like obviously it's sponsored by the Australian Open and Kia and all that sort of shit, but surely the organisers would have played it and thought, yeah, this is a bad idea. Yeah, it's funny how Kokonakis looked like he was actually enjoying it. I think I think that was just for the cameras. There's no way he enjoyed that.
Love. 40.
Ah, like Kokonakis.
15 love.
Yeah, Kokonakis did motion capture for the game as well. I really feel sorry for him. Removed from the AO Australian Open website.
30 love. Fault.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
15.
Yeah, it was funny. They didn't release a gameplay footage until the day before. I sort of get the feeling that
14. 15.
that there won't be a sequel. Like there'll probably be a sequel, but it won't be called AO Tennis. It'll be called something else because I don't think the Australian Open
Out.
organisers will want to be partnered up with them again. I think it'll be a totally unlicensed game. I think they'll have maybe a couple of licensed tennis players, and that'll be about it. It'll pretty much be what Don Bradman was. So virtually no licensing, and just everything was created. I think they'll be lucky to get a lot of players on side next time around. Salah will go to the World Cup. Apparently Egypt think I think he said he's set to miss 3 weeks. Yeah, you can set up a lot of nice points, good rallies. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't think Tennis Australia are very happy. Like a lot of people who love the game probably are expecting it to be more licensed next time. I think they'll be very surprised when a sequel comes out because it won't be called AO International Tennis. It'll be called something totally different. It might be just called International Tennis 2 or something like that. It won't have it won't have I think it'll have even less licensing. Like I think it will have no licensing tournament wise, and I think they'll be lucky to get a lot of the same players back to do it again.
15 love.
I don't even think Nadal will want to have anything to do with it because he doesn't even play like himself in the game. There's no play style. He has some of his animations are fine, but for the most part, he just doesn't there's no play styles, which is one of the most annoying things. Oh, I think Rod Laver might die. Bloody poor Rod Laver. Don't do that to him. Is AO Tennis and AO International Tennis the same? Yes, they are the same. AO Tennis came out back in January for us, and then it was called AO International Tennis in May. It's the same game. No difference. They've just updated it somewhat.
15. All.
So essentially it's been out for 5 months. A lot of people don't realise that. Yeah, International Tennis 2019, or they might just call it International Tennis 2. I think they wanted to get away from
15, 30.
the bad press that they got just purely being named AO Tennis, but they weren't exactly very creative.
Out. 15, 40.
Like, but there's still a lot of people. There's a lot of people oblivious to the fact that it came out in January. There's still so many people that don't know that it's been out for nearly 5 months. Still so many people. So clearly, the tactic worked. Because
30,
like
40.
there's a lot of people that just don't realise that how long the game has been out for, which I find absolutely amazing. It's not that hard to find videos. I've got like on the initial release, I've got like nearly 500 videos, so they're not hard to find. Quite a lot of those videos have got like well over 1,000 views, and quite a few of the videos have got like 10,000 plus. So they wouldn't be hard to find.
Out. 15, love.
Doesn't really matter if it was a false release. I mean, it was still poor. Like I still hate what they did to us. I mean, it was really unfair that we had to pay so much for a game that,
30, love.
like, people think Tennis World Tour's state when it was released was bad. Like, AO Tennis was far worse. Like, you couldn't do anything. Yeah, you might get sued for that. They even said you'll feel the difference like a new game. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like yeah, he said in an article and in a video like it's a totally new game. We all looked at that article and thought, oh, yeah, maybe it's changed, but we haven't seen any footage. And we're all like, well, we've got to see footage for us to really know that. And then of course when it came out, it was pretty much the same game as it was when they left it back in March, 2 months prior. It didn't really have any differences. We were like, well, what did they do for the past 2 months? They didn't change the sound, they didn't change the gameplay. They just added a couple of features like the coin toss, sliding, doubles tactics, even though doubles is absolutely awful. And that was pretty much it. It didn't change. So it was like, what was the point in those 2 months? Can I get sued if I just show screenshots and don't comment and just show what happened? Fucks me, I'm not a lawyer. I think in the gaming industry you can, I don't know, I think you can say what you like, because you look at No Man's Sky and a couple of things like that, people have publicly blasted the developer for that. I think you pretty much got no leg to stand on when you're caught out. And to be fair, it's just an opinion. If people get upset over opinions, it's, you know, well, we already know people get upset over opinions, so it is what it is. Shit happens. All that jazz. Yeah. Oh, come on, Roger.
Set and match. Federer.
Oh, dear. Bob Johnson's got nothing on Roger. Roger is too much. Only had 7 unforced errors, though. It's not too bad. Considering my Bob Johnson is pretty fucking shit. Oh, I'll just have a bit of a chat before I finish the stream. Um, so Nadal's 3-2 down in the third. Makes you wonder how people enjoy AO tennis. It's dreadful. It is improved, but it's a joke. Ashes cricket isn't too bad. How do they? Ashes cricket has got a lot of issues actually, especially after the last patch. I actually got rid of it because there was so many, so many glitches and bugs that they just wouldn't fix. Needs more improvement, but I think it's getting better. Uh, do you mean Tennis World Tour is getting better, or do you mean AO Tennis is getting better? Joson? Just clarify. I don't know which game you're talking about. Yeah, Ashes Cricket is dreadful. Like it was bad before the patch, but it got worse. I've seen so many people complain about it. And people were waiting a long time for that patch too. They were waiting like 5 months. Oh, Tennis World Tour. I thought you meant AO Tennis. I was like, hey, I have a thing or two to tell you about the next update for AO Tennis. But yeah, Tennis World Tour definitely needs another update. If the game started out in the same state it did after May 8, I'd miss that comment. Miss that comment too. I don't know how that game got good reviews. AO Tennis sucks. The new patch didn't even help. Yeah, the new patch didn't really do anything for me. Like a lot of people saying, well, you're not playing the game right, or you don't know how to play the game. I'm like, okay, I've been playing it for 5 months. 5 months? It's only been out a couple of weeks. Okay. Yeah, like I didn't have too many problems with Ashes cricket prior to the patch, but then yeah, there was a lot of really annoying things that happened that started to get on my nerves, and that's why I got rid of it. I'm actually going to finish the stream, so I won't be doing any more matches tonight. It's 11 o'clock Monday night here now. That's why I was surprised when some people kept on saying that it's better than tennis. Oh, like, you're always going to have people who say, if this game gets updated uh, here and there, it'll be a lot better. We played since January. We won on games on Legendary. We know what we're doing. Yeah, like I was winning, like on career mode in Legendary, like on Legend, Legendary. I think it's just Legend. Just breezing through the career mode. International tennis, like the AI is just way too overpowered. They've gone too far the wrong way, and yet people still say, oh, you don't know how to play the game. You need to lower the difficulty down. Even on pro, the AI is still ridiculously. It's just a joke. Yeah, I've spoken to a lot of people who think the AO tennis rallies are more like real life. I'm like, do you watch tennis? They are not like real life rallies. Real life rallies don't last 30 plus shots every single rally, or average in the high teens, or you know. Yeah, like I know you like it in some ways. I get bored with it very quickly, especially the career mode. I think you play exhibition games more, so you probably get a little bit more enjoyment out of those because obviously the player is a little bit more equally matched. As where with the career, it just feels like an absolute grind. Um, like if the gameplay was better in some areas and there was a bit more flow in some of the shots, because there's just no power in a lot of the shots. Like them tapering back the aggressive shot just sort of ruined it. Review dropping on Tales Tour after June 12 now. Hopefully we see another update before then, otherwise that review is going to be absolutely brutal. Yeah, like this game, it needs updates. It needs another gameplay update. You'll find the career mode on Tales 2 is pretty easy starting out. Also heard the Switch and PC version got pushed to June 30th. Oh, really? When you go for winners regularly, they don't last. It's pretty hard to go for winners when the AI reaches pretty much every shot. What difficulty are you playing on? Because for the most part, veteran and legend, the AI will just even on pro, the AI will reach most of your shots, and I think it's a joke because the AI just has no stamina. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about 30th. I haven't. To be fair, I haven't been on Twitter or Facebook for a couple of hours. Yeah, Craig and Adam will agree. Like when you're trying to do drop shots now, drop shots are virtually useless because the AI can just reach them from absolutely anywhere on the court, and they can pretty much reach any shot that you make, unless you know, unless you get it like right in the corner, up up one side or the other, or if you're lucky enough to get a passing shot, which is harder than what it was before. Oh yeah, if you're playing on amateur, yeah, you'll yeah, you'll notice you'll be able to get a lot of winners, and you'll notice the AI makes a lot of unforced errors on, I think, rookie and amateur, and then they still make a fair amount of errors on pro as well. You'll probably find pros even probably too easy. Then you go up to veteran, and then it'll be like, oh, what the fuck. Do you use L1 while serving? Yeah, I do. Took me a while to figure that one out. I'm willing to back up everything. Oh yeah. If you play more conservatively on high levels, can you bide your time and maneuver the AOA out of position? Not really. It's pretty hard. You'll be very lucky to get a rally that's under 20. If like you might get the occasional rally that you can end within a couple of shots, but yeah, there's just no power. They've tapered back that aggressive shot, which made things like it was like, well, what's the point of the aggressive shot? Because it doesn't really work now. A lot of players in real tennis drop shots easy anyways. Yeah, to an extent. L1 in Tennis World Tour. Why aren't I choosing a player? Oh, I'm not playing any more games tonight. It's nearly 10 past 11 at night for me, so I'm just chatting for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head off and watch a bit of Roland Garros for what's left. You're lucky to play a game that lasts less than 20 minutes. Yeah, true. Yeah, like it's the positioning with drop shots. Like when a player is deep beyond the baseline, they shouldn't be able to easily reach a drop shot. I mean, it just it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but I think we agreed that they've gone too far the other way to the point where, yep, yeah, the shrieking match. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to watch it for. Yeah, it increases with L1. Uh, you you got to be careful with it though, because you'll fault quite often. Yeah, I think they go too far the other way a lot of the time. Like they'll go and fix something and then they'll do it the wrong way. Like, have you noticed it's now Craig? It's it's actually a lot easier to get aces. It's actually too easy to get aces sometimes. Not tennis related, but have you guys seen the Atari VCS? I haven't. No. What's the problem with pro school level? I mean, if legend, veteran and legend are crazy hard, uh, you'll probably feel pro. It gets a little bit too easy, and then you'll go up to veteran, and then it'll be like, what the fuck? Like the difference in difficulty changes way too much. Like it takes so long to upgrade your career player as well, which yeah, that's one of the big problems. Unless you play on a low skill level and just winning every match and then generating the money to, to upgrade your player. Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't using the stick for a while, weren't you, Craig? Yeah, because I've always used the stick for serving, unless I decide to do a top spinner or a slice. Williams versus Sharapova, goal chance for Maria. Yeah, definitely. They still haven't fixed the human player sprinting to the net when the opponent hits a high return. Oh fuck yeah, that when that happens, that shits me. Because yeah, you completely run past it and don't even attempt to hit it, even though you're pressing a button corresponding to a shot. I don't have the legend edition. I've only got the standard edition. That's why I've only got Agassi and not. Why's my controller not working? Haha, the game actually froze. They still haven't fixed the human player not moving at all on the AI serve. Yeah, I've found with that, you've just got to press any random button when they're serving. No, I've learned to use the stick without even thinking about it too much. Yeah, yeah, so, what was it? Have you noticed, Craig, have you noticed the AI almost exclusively serves out wide now? They rarely ever serve down the tee. It's gone back to that serving pattern where they really don't serve down the tee or sometimes in the middle. It'll just be pretty much left, right, down the line, and that's pretty much it. I've noticed that happens like almost 99% of the time. I emailed Big Ant about a lot of the issues and they sent back a courteous reply, but haven't addressed none of them. You're lucky you even got a reply. They generally don't reply to people. Hey, Carlo123. Not a lot. Yeah, the game always freezes with me when I stop for like playing. Yeah, yeah, it's happened to me before. They said both sides have noticed. Yeah, like they keep serving. Like when they're serving down one side, it'll just be down the line. They're serving the other side, it'll be down the line on the opposite side. Look, if the game massively improves, I'll buy it again. Yeah, like given Big Ant's history, I'm not holding out hope. Did you pre-order Tales of Tour? I don't have Agassi. Um, yeah, I think you've got to pre-order to get Agassi. I'm sure Agassi and McEnroe will be available later. Like I can't even look at the PlayStation Store because the the PlayStation Store for me and Adam doesn't have. It's not on the PlayStation Store anymore. It got taken down after the 22nd because it wasn't meant to come out until the 12th or potentially 30th now. I don't know. Who knows? Oh dear. Are there any kind? Are there any kinds of problems with Tennis World Tour gameplay? Oh, there's plenty of problems with the gameplay. It definitely needs updates. I wonder if Ross is serious about making the game the best tennis game ever. Oh, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, radio. Did you see that that comment, Adam, or that screenshot? Yeah, we're lucky fuckers who got it early. Although I don't know if it's that lucky that we got it early. Yeah, like I sort of take what he says with a grain of salt, because you look at what they've produced in the past. Like the cricket games get somewhat of a pass, but they've ruined it with the last patch anyway, and they'll probably the next game they probably won't have any licensing. Yeah, I read the comments about the Davis Cup. Yeah, like it's a nice idea, but I think the next tennis game from them is like it'll be a copy and paste. You know, it's going to be a copy and paste. Um, but I think they'll be very lucky to have even the licensed players that they've got in the current game, which is only 20. This game should not have been selling yet. It's not even in the pre-alpha. I don't know. Yeah, like so that's another issue. If you let the game sit for a while, it just freezes. I think the bottom line is the bottom line. Money rules these days, and the days of developers taking pride in their product is long gone. Oh, not every developer. I mean, we had this conversation a couple of days ago. Like like developers like Naughty Dog, Rockstar, and things like that. You know you're going to get a quality product for them, but when you get to the lesser developers, you're taking a risk. Tennis World Tour could have Davis Cup. That was my idea. I don't think there's enough players to really give Davis Cup a go for Tennis World Tour. I can't wait for Ross to announce a new big game and just ignore AO gamers like he did with Ashes. That's what I'm expecting to happen. I've said to a few people, don't be surprised if that's what happens, because it happens every time a new game is announced. You know, Don Bradman 17. You know, when Rugby League Live 4 came out, Don Bradman just got abandoned. When Ashes got announced, Rugby League Live 4 got abandoned. Um, and then when AO Tennis got announced, Ashes got abandoned. Every single time. Quantum Break delivered my favourite game in 3 years in Detroit, and I've not come across a glitch yet. Yeah, I'm probably going to play the rest and record it offline, because I've noticed, particularly in cutscenes, because of my download internet quality, it sort of goes all blurry. I noticed that with Dying Light yesterday as well, so I'm probably going to record those two games offline and just upload them, even if it's going to be in 720p. It'll still look better than it being really choppy on a live stream. They haven't even updated Casey Power yet. Well, no, actually no, they did do an update the same day that AO Tennis update came out. But Casey Power looked like it played just like Rugby League Live. That's what I thought when I saw that. That was a weird game to put out. I think the problem with Ashes Cricket was a hell of a lot more polished game. Oh yeah, it's definitely more polished. Like I had a bit of fun with Ashes Cricket, but in the end it started to become like a chore as well. And then, I'm kind of glad I got rid of the game before that update came out, because the update sounded like from what I've seen of people posting new bugs or same bugs and glitches, I was like, oh god, I'm glad I got rid of that. But we don't know what we're gonna get going forward. Like, I've said to a number of people, like, which the people on Planet Cricket are obviously a bit selective with what they hear me say or see me write, and say, oh yeah, I've just got it out for Big Ant, and I'm just completely ignoring how Tennis World Tour is playing, and just saying it's the far better game and blah 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 blah. But I mean, I've said to just about everyone, if AO Tennis improves, I'll happily change my opinion on it. But until they improve on the areas that I feel they need to improve on, I'm not going to change my opinion. I love how he tries to force the Rugby League Live inquiries to True Blue. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really awkward because True Blue are not the fucking developer. Big Ant are the developer of Rugby League Live 4. That was bullshit when they did that. Yeah, Casey Powell 2018 was. It looked like it was the same engine as and graphics as what they used on Rugby League Live 4, and it's the same style of gameplay. Yeah, Craig, do you remember when Big Ant or Ross, whoever it was, tried to palm Rugby League Live off as a True Blue product, even though it was Big Ant? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm expecting to see Rugby League Live 5 out probably later this year or sometime next year. I think the problem is if AO Tennis came out originally like it did in May 8, we'd be much happier. Oh, like, yeah, I probably wouldn't be giving it as much of a hard time as I am as what I have been, but because there's still those issues that have been there since January, that's why I say what I say. I think you sort of understand that. I don't think a lot of people, a lot of other people understand that, especially the guys on Planet Cricket. You know, they just seem to overlook the obvious issues. And you know, if they don't see what we see with in regards to player movement and the overpowered AI, well, I guess that's good for them. I guess it's not good for us and all the people that are disappointed with the game, though. You know, it's just like, yeah. I think I give it a hard time because we paid $100 for an early access alpha game. Yeah, true. Yeah, I saw that he was trying to say all patches that are released for the game have to go through True Blue. Yeah, that's not even correct either. AO Tennis 2 will be the revolution and set new standards on tennis games. After a few months, suddenly AO International Tennis 2 it won't even be called AO Tennis again. The Australian Open organisation won't have anything to do with it next time. Yeah, that's my main issue. There's still issues from January that haven't been ironed out, and they haven't even touched them. That's my main issue. That's why I give it such a hard time. Because if they ironed those things out, it would be a much better experience. Because I mean, I'd love both games to compete with each other because it'd make both games better going forward. But at the moment, I think gameplay-wise, just Tennis World Tour is just much better to play. It's much more enjoyable. There's more realistic shots and selection and things like that. Can't wait for what will be called Leighton Hewitt. Oh, Leighton Hewitt won't touch it unless he needs the money. Not as many issues, thankfully, but a lot of people don't see the issues we do. Yeah, and that's what's annoying because unfortunately, Big Ant, Ross, they listen to the people who all say the game's pretty much perfect. Tomic might touch it. uh, is it wrong that I kind of want Big Ant to drop off? You're not the first person to say that. Trust me. I've had a few people say to me, I wouldn't mind if, you know, Big Ant just went broke. You're not the first person to think that. Bernard Tomic tennis tanking simulator. Oh, you know, it was fully sick. Oh, how was your match? Oh, it was good. Why did you change outfits? Oh, because I wanted to. I don't know how to do his accent, but he talks in such a bloody depressing way. Oh, just count all my millions. Yeah, your parents' millions. Nick Kyrgios edition. Oh, I don't even know if Nick Kyrgios will want to touch the game. That's really sick. Oh, bro. 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 Bro, 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 bro. It's been a dream of mine to have a tennis game. This has been a really fun interview. Next question. Oh, next question. Oh, next question. It sort of makes you wonder how many, like, it makes you wonder how many of these tennis players have actually played, like, both games. uh, I'd love to get opinions on what the actual pros think of both games. I really would. Smash Court Tennis 4. That would be putting down Smash Court Tennis, I think. uh, I really hope Nick can, you know, work on his fitness for Wimbledon though. I really hope he manages to make it. I think ultimately that's why he pulled out of Roland Garros. I really wanted to see him. Like, he would have absolutely smashed Tomic. He would have fucking destroyed him. I think it's because I'm younger and related and relate to him more. Bloody young people. Bloody young whippersnappers. Oh, I'll tell you right now. Well, he just won a doubles tournament, so he was obviously doing it right. Must have had a bit of a niggle though. I remember he underperformed last year. Federer to retire at 45. Yep, Kyrgios will be 30 and ready to strike. uh, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Gonna be interesting. Um, Pat Rafter, Mark Philippoussis, Leighton Hewitt. Yeah, yeah. Watching Rafter, Philippoussis, and Hewitt play. Oh, brilliant. Mostly Rafter though. Kyrgios and Zverev is the next big two. I think there's going to be more than a big two though at the going rate. I think there's more contenders. I think we'll see another big four, or we might even see a big five or big six. I don't think I don't think it's just going to be like a Nadal Federer situation. But yeah, it's not just Nadal Federer. It's Nadal Federer, Djokovic, Murray. Even though Murray's had his problems. Because I mean, obviously Kyrgios is hard to read. You've got you've got Zverev, TM, um, yeah, Shapovalov or Shapolov. Um, I can't remember how old Kachanov is. Yeah, Dimitrov will be good, but I think Dimitrov's like 26, 27 now. I don't know what language that is. Who do you think? Who do you think that will win today? Raonic, Cilic is the next number. Oh, of course you'd say that. You're Croatian. Of course you'd want that. Cilic is good though. Yeah, Dimitrov, big underachiever. Who do I think will win today? Um, well, who's playing at the moment? Nadal's. Oh, Nadal might lose the third set. Although it might go to a tiebreaker. And Schwartzman beat Anderson. Holy shit. So Schwartzman romped home in the fifth, 6-2 over Anderson. Holy fuck. Women's Serena and Maria. Serena retired. Huh? What do you mean Serena retired? The game hasn't started yet. Oh, I see. About 10 minutes ago, Serena Williams pulled out. Yeah, Serena Williams has pulled out. She's not playing. Arm injury. Oh, there goes. Oh, well, I'm leaving my recordings up because I've done them. Schwartzman's ranked pretty high now. He was struggling though. Well, to be fair, Anderson was up 2 sets to love. He was leading 5-3 in the third, and he fell apart. There goes my bet. Oh, get angry. Get angry. Get angry. Shit, eh? Oh, I won't get to see the... No, she's not playing. She, like, I literally just looked it up. She said she's pulled out with an arm injury. So, yeah, she's not playing. So that match is not going to happen now. No, my videos for that one went up like half an hour ago anyway. So I can't even just stop scheduling them. Yes, today. Yeah, like she is literally pulled out. She's not playing. So that match won't take place. Maria Sharapova will be through to the quarterfinals. The game that she's actually not in. You mean she's hurrying to get home to play Top Spin 4? Since she's actually in that one. Yes, Maria's through to the quarterfinals. I was actually looking forward to watching that. That's a bit disappointing. Bloody hell. You reckon there's going to be a big update for an official international release for Tennis World Tour? Well, it's technically already been released internationally. It's just not out in some areas. And apparently it's been pushed back on the Switch and PC until the 30th of June, so we might see a couple of updates over the next couple of weeks then, if it's not coming out on those systems until then. Yeah, Adam, I'd say if those release dates are pushed back to the 30th, we're probably going to see a couple of updates. I don't think we're going to get 2 patches before the 12th. Yeah, Adam was saying before they pushed the Switch and the PC release till the 30th, so the 12th is kind of irrelevant now. I'm expecting one before the 12th, but like if that pushback for the release date for the PC and Switch versions is true, well, you know, they'll probably take their time. There needs to be an update this week though. There really does. I mean, there's a lot of things that need addressing, and it's, you know, like it just depends, because like obviously the first Xbox patch came out once it gets to Friday. That'll be 2 weeks. Obviously for PS4 we had to wait an extra 5 days, I think, because of 5 or 6 days because of some sort of issue with getting it up on onto the PS4. That's what she said. Getting it up. Had trouble getting it up. Shitty jokes. Shitty jokes. I'm disappointed about the the injury withdrawal. Disappointed. Can I do anything now? No, I can't. Interesting. Oh, maybe we'll get surprised at E3 and 2K or EA Sports will announce something out of nowhere. Doubt it, but it'd be pretty good. Anyway, gonna wrap up the stream. Probably just have a couple more comments, questions, all that sort of jazz, and then probably jet off. In before Grand Slam Tennis 3. Steam still says 12th. Oh well, we need at least one update before the 12th then. Because if we don't get an update before the 12th, that'll be a bit rough. Because I mean, I don't think we're gonna get online before the 12th. I think online's coming after, by the sound of it. I don't really care about the Switch version. Oh yeah, all good. No offense to Switch users, but yeah, definitely need an update before the 12th for some more gameplay stuff. Well, gameplay will probably change a bit before online comes out, so I think online will be a little bit different. Or July, okay. I don't buy anything at EB anyway. I fucking hate EB. I can rip off artists. We're gonna go to war when online is out. I won't be doing online on a stream though, probably, because it's probably going to be seriously bad. I'll probably just do offline, well, online, but offline recordings of Tennis World Tour Online, because otherwise my fucking connection will just suffer. Unless online gets delayed to the point where I've got the NBN by the time it comes out, which is pretty unlikely. Maria owns the trophy now. Yeah, I think she's got a good chance to take it home. Any other questions and all that jazz before I jet off? Don't forget the career offline. Still, you are not near top 10. I haven't played much of the career. I've done more on the Bob Johnson one on the streams than I have on my offline one, because I hate my serving preparation serve animation because it takes too long. It takes like 10 seconds to get through the animation. I might start another career on in the offline side of things. It's either that or I take Bob into online. I mean, Bob's pretty famous as it is now, so I don't know. Bob's getting some rep. Bob Johnson, the grunting machine. Oh yeah. Oh dear. Good times. Alrighty. I'll see all you guys tomorrow. Hope you all have a good day, night, whatever time it may be for you. Sleep Sleep is needed. Yeah, what planet is he from? Oh, fuck only knows. Anyway, yeah, I'll maybe do a stream in the morning, my time, so some of you European followers will probably still be here. Will still be awake, because it'll probably be night time for you guys. Um, yeah, I'll see how I sleep anyway. Have a good day, night, everyone.